I know right now it feels like the ground has been ripped out from under you. You sit there, staring at your phone, wondering how someone who swore they loved you could disappear so easily, as if none of it mattered. You keep replaying the moments, the late night talks, the way she smiled at you, the promises she made about forever. You keep asking yourself, was it all fake? You're trying to make sense of how a person who once held your heart could now walk away without looking back. Meanwhile, she's out there smiling in pictures, surrounded by people, living as if nothing happened. She's posting quotes about self-growth, taking trips, filling her nights with noise and movement. On the surface, it looks like she's winning. It looks like she's over you. But the truth is, she's only distracting herself. That glow she's showing the world, it's a mask. She's refusing to sit with the pain, and because of that, she's not healing. She's only delaying the moment when it all hits her. And when it does, it will be far worse than what you're feeling now. See, you're in the trenches. You're feeling it all, the loss, the confusion, the emptiness, and as much as it hurts, that's where real healing begins. You're facing your own silence. You're processing the pain, not burying it under distractions. You're learning how to stand without her in every tear, every sleepless night. Every moment of loneliness is shaping you into a stronger man. She thought leaving would break you, but what she actually did was set you free. She doesn't see it yet, but this pain is your forge. It's where you burn away the parts of yourself that needed her to feel whole. And when you walk out of this fire, you won't be the same man she left. You'll be something greater. Asterisk. She thinks the world outside of you will hand her something better. She imagines there's a man out there who will match your patience, your loyalty, your presence. She believes she can walk away from the safety you gave and step into something even greater, without losing anything in the process. At first, that belief will carry her. She'll go on dates with men who seem exciting, charming, and full of energy. They'll say the right things in the right tone. They'll make her laugh for a few weeks. But slowly, the cracks will show. These men won't listen the way you did when she needed to spill her thoughts late at night. They won't be patient with her moods the way you were. They won't forgive so icily. Won't show up without needing a reason. Won't make her feel like her flaws were something you could hold without judgment. She'll start to notice the difference not all at once, but in little moments that sneak up on her. She missed the way you remembered details she didn't think mattered. She missed the way you made her feel safe when the world felt heavy, and as much as she tries to ignore it, she'll start comparing them to you. It's not because you were perfect you weren't, but because you were real. Real is rare, and once someone has had it, the cheap imitations feel hollow. She'll keep her pride, of course. She'll post like she's happy, like she's living her best life. She'll make it seem like she's moved on without a scratch. But behind the performance, in quiet moments she can't mask, it will hit her that she traded something irreplaceable for something temporary. By then, you'll already be different. You'll be beyond the version of yourself she once knew, and that truth will sting more than she'll ever admit. Asterisk, your silence will speak in a way words never could. In the beginning, she won't think much of it. She'll assume you're just upset, maybe trying to make her miss you, maybe waiting for her to reach out first. She'll believe it's a game you're playing, one she can win whenever she wants. The days will pass, then weeks, and you still won't say a word. You won't watch her stories, you won't like her posts, you won't send those hope "you're okay" messages she secretly expects. So that absence will start to feel heavier than she imagined. Silence from a man who once cared deeply isn't just quiet, it's a statement. It tells her, without explanation, I've let go. Not waiting anymore. I don't need you to move forward. And that terrifies her, because she wanted you to stay tethered to her. She wanted to know that even after she left, she still had power over your emotions. But every day you don't react. Every day you focus on your life instead of her. That power slips further from her hands. It tests the waters. She'll send a harmless hey or a comment on something you post, just to see if the old version of you is still there, the one who would jump at the chance to respond. But when you meet that with nothing, not anger, not sarcasm, not a hint of longing, she feels something she didn't expect, replaced. She realized she's no longer at the center of your world. No woman wants to feel like she's been made irrelevant by the man who once adored her. Your silence will make her question everything she thought she knew about you, and more importantly, about herself. And that quiet, steady indifference will haunt her more than any words ever could. Asterisk when regret comes for her. It doesn't announce itself loudly. It creeps in slowly, in moments she can't control. At first, she's sure she made the right choice. She'll tell herself, you weren't the one, that there's someone better suited for her, that she's happier now. But time has a way of stripping away those illusions. Each new connection she tries will feel different, not necessarily bad at first, but lacking something she can't quite name. The more she tries to replace you, the more she'll realize it isn't about finding someone else. It's about the fact that she walked away from something solid, something rare, something she didn't fully appreciate. She won't be able to admit it to her friends. She won't say out loud that she misses the way you grounded her, the way you listened without judgment, the way you stayed loyal even when things weren't perfect. To admit that would be to admit she was wrong, and pride won't let her. When she's alone, those memories will surface without warning. A familiar song will play. She'll see a place you used to go together. She'll hear someone laugh the way you did. And in those moments, her chest will tighten because she knows she lost a man who would have been there through every storm. She'd think back to the nights you stayed up to make sure she was okay, the way you made her feel safe without her having to ask. That kind of presence doesn't come around twice, and she'll know it. By now, you'll be far ahead more. Grounded, more focused, building a life she no longer has access to. That's when regret fully blooms. When she realizes she can't walk back into your life the way she assumed she could. That door is closed, and it's never opening again. Asterisk she always believed you'd be there if she ever decided to return. In her mind, no matter how far she pushed, no matter how much time passed, you'd still be waiting with the same open heart. You didn't just let go of the relationship, you let go of the man who relied on her for validation. You started building yourself piece by piece, not for her, not to prove a point, but because you finally understood your own worth. Every workout, every late night spent working on your goals, every moment you chose discipline over distraction was another brick in the foundation of the man you were becoming. And now, you're not the same. You've risen to a place where her presence isn't needed and her absence doesn't hurt. You operate on a frequency she can't reach anymore, not because you're cold, because you've outgrown the drama, the chaos, and the uncertainty that once kept you stuck. One day she'll hear about you, maybe from a friend, maybe through social media, and it will hit her quietly that you're thriving without her. You're calm, respected, surrounded by people who value you, living with purpose. And in that moment, she'll feel a deep, unshakable truth. She was only a chapter in your story, and she's not part of the ending. You'll smile, not from revenge, but from peace. You'll love again, but only when it aligns with your mission. Love is no longer your pursuit. It's a byproduct of the man you've become. And when she remembers you, she won't think about the breakup or the silence. She'd think about the man who refused to break, the man who grew into someone she can't touch, and that will echo in her mind for the rest of her life.